I can't believe I'm saying this, but Tobey Maguire is returning as Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday. Now, this is coming from the industry insider Daniel RPK, who of course does get stuff wrong, but he is pretty reputable. Just to give him some extra credibility here, this is from November 2023, a full 2 years ago, where he was one of the first people to come out and say that, hey, Pedro Pascal has been offered the role of Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four, which we know ended up becoming true. So him saying this combined with some other recent leaks we've had, like this makeup test behind the scenes photo that leaked a couple months ago that honestly I was like convinced was fake, but now it seems like, hey, these might actually be real, where you can see like Channing Tatum behind me and Tobey Maguire obviously getting ready to play Spider-Man in the movie. But if you think about it, this is actually very crazy, not just because we're seeing Tobey finally suit up as Spider-Man again after Spider-Man No Way Home, but because Tobey Maguire might legitimately be the only Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday. It really seems like Tom Holland is being saved for Avengers Secret Wars. Like, it seems like Spider-Man Brand New Day, it's going to be its own street level story taking place outside of all the events of Doomsday. And I think this gives Marvel the perfect opportunity to give us like the ultimate what if scenario that fans wanted 25 years ago when we only had the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies and the original Fox X-Men films, of seeing these two cross over and team up together, because we know the Fox X-Men are going to be in this movie. And yes, this would literally be Marvel just nostalgia baiting at its finest level, but I do not care, honestly. Like, after Secret Wars, we're probably never going to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again, never going to get to see Tobey and Andrew suit up in the Spider-Man suits again. Give it to me one last time in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars and send them off for good. Now, there is a giant missing piece here, and that is obviously Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. There have been no rumors, no leaks, no reports or anything about him being in Avengers Doomsday here, and honestly, I don't think he's going to be in this film. Like I said, I think they're going to give Tobey his solo time with the other Avengers. Even if it's a smaller role screen time wise, it's still going to be super cool to see him by himself in an Avengers movie. And then in Secret Wars, they're probably going to bring in Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, probably every other actor that's ever lived. Honestly, that gives them another opportunity to give us another great what if scenario of if Andrew Garfield ended up fighting Tom Hardy's Venom. Tom Hardy literally came out and said that they were trying to make this movie happen. They got close at some points, but things just never worked out. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Tom Holland is a great Spider-Man, and when it's all said and done, when he probably has like 3 more solo movies, a couple more team-up appearances, he will probably be the best Spider-Man actor. But Doomsday and Secret Wars are going to be the end of the multiverse in the MCU. This is the type of stuff you have to do one last time, and what honestly the multiverse should have been all along. We should have been getting more movies like Deadpool, Wolverine, and Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm aware they're just nostalgia bait. This is the end of the multiverse saga. I'd much rather have nostalgia bait with characters and actors I truly love, rather than like the super random stuff in Multiverse of Madness we've seen, like John Krasinski popping up as Reed Richards. Like, who cares about that? But I want to hear all your thoughts on this in the comments below. Do you think it's going to be just Tobey in Avengers Doomsday, or are Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield going to be revealed later down the line? And we had a bunch of other crazy MCU leaks about Doomsday, the next Black Panther, Doctor Strange, X-Men reboot, and so much more, all in the video above my head right now. So tap that if you want to see all that info.